I have a question for the greatest computer in the universe. What if Hitler, as we know it, or as we know him, did not exist? And I just mean, what if he was used as a prop by Zionists to achieve their deluded goal of being God's chosen people? Much of what we see being repeated by modern Zionists, who are the rulers of Israel. Now, if you notice up there in the top, the date is 1917. Well, when did they actually take possession? As far as I know, it was sometime during the war, like in the 1940s. Well, technically, the original land designated to be Israel is a fair chunk of land. Zionists have stolen far greater area than that from the Palestinians. But what would make someone wait from 1917 until the 1940s before they took possession? Okay, now, it was said that Hitler hated the Jewish people. Well, this person is supposed to be a Jew, and this person was Hitler's doctor. They made claims that he used radical treatments, which involved crazy drugs that we are dealing with today, and we are having problems with today. We even seen the former president of the United States blow a chunk of such a drug out of his nose because he was snorting it or something. I don't know the whole details, but how else did it get there unless he was snorting it? Well, apparently back in these days, when there was no understanding or treatment for that kind of stuff, this person was giving Hitler radical treatments, and maybe possibly whispering in Hitler's ear while Hitler was under the influence of, his administrations. Now, if you look at this here, which is the 1917 letter to Rothschild, and it discusses Zionists, see right there, and there's other areas too. There it is. With Jewish Zionist aspirations. I have no idea. I don't associate Zionism with Judaism. I do associate Judaism with the Jewish people, but I don't associate Zionism with Judaism or the Jewish people. And the Jewish population isn't Israel. The global Jewish community needs our protection because of what Israel is doing to it. And whoever is doing this has been using the cloak of Judaism to hide behind. Well, you know, in regards to that, you can find many instances of Jewish people speaking out against what's going on in their name, and some of them are even marching to stand up against it. Now, you know, in regards to the Palestinians being Arabs and the claim that the people in Israel are Jewish. You know, I realize there's a lot of Jewish people that have fallen for the lure, and they've gone there, you know, because they thought they would find the sanctum that they were promised. But, you know, we hear about the racism of what that one, I don't want to come off as racist. But I have to say it. That dark-skinned mother that went to Israel to have her family. When she went to the daycare with her child, she found that the darker children had been segregated and sent to a different building. Now, I don't know how far away that building was located or any of the circumstances. I just know that she published this incident online, and you can look it up and you can probably find out the details for yourself. If you don't believe me, especially if you don't believe me. I'm not here to tell you lies. But if you're anything like me, you like knowing the truth. And this is one lie that I would like to put an end to. Now, I'm not claiming that Hitler was a Boy Scout, but what if Hitler wasn't of rational mind or of right mind? What if Hitler was under the influence, and what if he was a pawn in the Zionist game? So, you know, that would correct a lot of history. And we would be, well, actually, we would start to blame the true author of the situation. Because, you know, historically and, you know, in recent years, we've seen Zionists shift the blame and play the racist card. And, you know, as soon as anybody raises up any alert, they start yelling racism or anti-Semitism or all the other bullshit and all the other cards that they can play. Well, what if they were shifting the blame and hiding behind the cloak of Judaism, and they've been using Hitler as their pawn for all these years, and we've been falling for it? Would you not like to stop being played for a fool? Would you not like to direct it where it belongs? Which is why, you know, I say I have to ask the biggest computer in the world. I mean, in the universe. Because I can't figure this all out by myself. And, on top of that, as soon as I go public with it, I'm going to start getting attacked as if, well, as I already am. I get attacked repeatedly on Facebook. My posts get blocked, and you know, I get all these ridiculous stories about, you know, well, the latest one is, I posted false data back in September. So now I'm still not able to see anything. Well, nobody's able to see anything that I post for 90 days. September until now, my 90 days would be up. Yeah, it's going to take too long to load that shit. So what it comes down to is I need all the diggers, all the scroungers, all the hounds, all the flitters, all the people that love to do digging and like to know the truth, which is a big thing for me. I want somebody to be able to tell me the truth. Was Hitler a pawn? And we've been falling for the Zionist game and blaming a pawn all these years. Was he actually drugged out of his mind by a Zionist doctor? And was he used as a tool? You know, some of it was supposedly even some form of perks or Oxycontin way back then. So, you know, you would have to sit down and spend a little while on looking up the actual details to deduce what the hell was going on. And, you know, be able to formulate an opinion of the circumstances, and then you would have to research those circumstances, and then you would have to dig through history and find any evidence supporting that position. So I don't know what to tell you. I just know that it's suspicious, and I'm not afraid to ask the question. And it's not that I don't like Jewish people. As a matter of fact, after the way the Jews here in Canada acted in regards to the Arabs being attacked in their mosque, I guess if you look it up on the news, they called it Rings of Peace. And it was members of the Jewish community that formed those rings. Well, if you can find anything and get back to me, I would appreciate it, because I've been waiting for this answer for a long time. And I know Fake Book would hate that answer to come out, because it's a freaking Zionist I can talk. Entity. Yes, I was trying to say Zionist entity. Thank you very much for your time, and have a joyous holiday season. See you again sometime.